What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ASAP Podcast here on YouTube. What is up? I'm your host, News. Got another issue of the Comic Journal. I don't think I've done maybe one or two of these. This is one of those, back in the day, I read this magazine fairly often. This is 2001, so yeah, I was still picking it up. It's issue 236. This was the magazine of comics, news, and criticism. This is kind of like... okay, if Wizard was aimed at the collector and the speculator, this was aimed at the reader and the person who wanted to know the minutia. And like, the person that kind of gotten where I was at the time when I started reading this, I started reading Comics Journal probably about 93-ish, 94, somewhere around there. 92. Yeah, probably about 92, because I think I was still in high school. I kind of gotten burnt out on most of the superhero books from the big two, besides like one or two titles each. I was reading other stuff, so... And that's what I grabbed because... Marv Wolfman takes a bullet for creators' rights. Look at all the bullets all over him. Who owns Blade? Transcripts from the courtroom drama. I want to say Comics Kayfabe might have used this issue for their episode about that court case. I'm not sure. What happened was just recently I made a big order off eBay, and this was part of it, and this is the first thing that came in. You see, I haven't even opened it. But these are always... How much was this back? $6. And $9 in Canada. Wow. 2001, so... Okay, most of your comic shops, if you were buying this, you were usually buying enough comics that probably qualify for the 10%, so... What's that, 5.5, basically? Okay, that ain't horrible. Let's see what's in here. In good shape. I'm not big on the resealable bags. I really am not. I'd rather... Let's put it over to that. Let's just see. Faust. Oh, God. How many people remember that Faust, Love of the Damned got a movie? You know what you remember for? Listen to the soundtrack. Fear Factory, Cold Chamber, Sepultura, Typo Negative, Machine Head, Soulfly, Cradle of Filth, Vision Disorder, El Nino, Spine Shank, Amen, and Glassjaw. Many more in stores this July. That's actually just advertising the soundtrack. The movie, ooh, it's not great. It's not. I mean, I've watched it, and I'll be honest, I've not finished. Well, hell, when the movie came out, Faust wasn't finished. Faust just finished up a couple of years ago, and this movie came out quite a while ago. I had not moved back to Mississippi when this movie came out. Was this monthly back then? Okay, it was monthly. Fantagraphics is kind of odd. They refuse to publish like superhero stuff, but they published twice a month there for a while because it was selling that well. They published Amazing Heroes, which was like, it was Wizard before Wizard, honestly. I mean, no joke, it was Wizard before Wizard. And they covered that kind of stuff, and they had this was like the balance out. And Amazing Heroes was comic book size. You know, this was magazine size. International Comics Art Fest. Who did that? Oh, Scott Gilbert, okay. Articles about, oh, is there actually? Hold on, is there? Maggie! Dave Sim and Dan McNeil writing about the Dave Sim, Jeff Smith controversy. They almost had a fight. Let's see. Last Gas. Fuzz and Pluck, Splitsville, Part 1 of 4. That was another frame. A lot of Fantagraph ads. You can see a lot of Fantagraphic ads. I mean, they're going to be house ads, but man, Last Gas was putting out some great stuff. Mostly reprints. Another Day for Ted Rall and Danny Hellman. Yeah, it was this. Yeah, the long legal tangle was in September 10th, 2001. Okay, I did not realize that. Yeah, they were supposed to go back to trial the day before 9/11 happened. Wow. ECR George Evans dies at 81. What did he do? Oh, mini comics? That's cool. Alternative comics. Aces High, okay. View, A Ghost Story. Such a great movie. Such a really cool comic too. Soundtrack's good. I mean, and I know the comic and the movie are different. Trust me, I know that. Hack's Progress are Hogarth's Harlot and the establishment of creators' rights. The idea must come to William Hogarth in a flash. He drawn a sketch of a young prostitute rising to her Monin toilette, the story goes, her washing hanging in line and her servant puttering around, surrounded by trashy novels, used condoms, quack medicines against venereal disease. People loved it and encouraged him to make more, but Hogarth found himself with too many ideas for a streetwalker. 2 pictures became 6. 6 pictures became a whole story, The Harlot's Progress, and the story became the first picture series where each image supported and foreshadowed the next. Hogarth's Harlot had become a comics character. Hogarth's stories are implied, not explicit, but completely nevertheless. 6 pictures in sequence, or 8 or 4, enough to create a world. Oh, okay. Wow. 1970 something. Wow. So that's the start of creators' rights. Okay. See, they were real big on these essays. The Marv Wolfman trial. And this got all kinds. I mean, just look at all this. I've not read it yet. The Love Witch. What is that from? This is probably going to take up most of the issue. Yeah, it looks like it. It's not like you get like original art in these. Roy Thomas. Yeah, this is okay. Wow, David Kraft. He just passed recently. He did a comics. Was it Comics Interview? Was the magazine he did? The fanzine. Spider Woman. Boxes and bags and all that. Okay, here we go. The Pirate and the Mouse Part 1. Oh! This is, okay, I thought I read Part 1 of all these articles. This is the issue before the one I picked up that had the second half. So I learned about the Air Pirates. I kind of knew who they were, but the Air Pirates here, look, the Archie. Hold on, let me get in on that. Look at the Archie gang. And the Air Pirates. Air Pirates took Mickey Mouse and all this stuff and like, fuck it, they should be public domain. And did comics about Mickey and just all kinds of crazy shit and like wanted to get sued by Disney to like create parody protection laws, kind of. It was hard to explain. You have to. Was it Mickey versus the Air Pirates or Disney versus the Air Pirates? One of the two. It's a whole book about this thing. Okay, Phantasmagoria 1, 3, 5, and 7. Creator published professional quality and self-funded zine and modern comic stuff. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing the ads for these. They're just like the price on this stuff's like $20 an issue. Remember Hank Ketchum from 1920 to 2001? That's Dennis the Menace's creator, American Dennis the Menace. I see they were going like big on comic strips and stuff. That's why I like they covered all kinds of stuff. Euro Comics for Beginners. Okay, yeah, showing you. Boy, they are pushing Ghost World. August 3rd, MGM UA release. Diane Clouds and Terry Z. Ghost World film. Little Enid doll, she's good all ever. 8x22, the first ever completely standalone issue, the Ghost World screenplay. Oh, man. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like something I would love to have on every bit of that. Minimalism. That art looks familiar. I'm trying to figure who that is. Sam Henderson. It's from the Little Book of Ass. Okay. The horrific intoxicant of omnipossibility 3. Proliferant nihilism. No idea. Hate money and all? Yeah, we do too. That's why our rates are so low. We're only charging $30 for an ad that millions of people may see if our readership increases by 1,050%. Oh, that's great. And look at these little small ads. That's actually kind of cool. Back issues. There's always... Oh, here we go. Hey Kids Comics. Angry Youth Comics, next issue. And Jane's World, which I remember seeing ads for, never read it. Kind of remember that Fido Dido Sprite character. Oh, it's the female version of that. It's Jane's World. But yep, that's Comics Journal. This is one that's going to go in the reading room, and I'll read a little bit here and there, probably over like 2 or 3 months, finish the entire thing, because it looks good. There's a lot. That Marv Wolfman article is one that's going to take me forever to get read. That thing is dense, but that's Comic Journal. You know you're going to spend some time reading. And it was cheap. Some of these are not cheap anymore. That one was cheap. I mean, surprisingly, like, ship everything about $5. So about, we'll under cover price. I'm out. Latest.